that it can't happen to us. You and I, we don't have anything. Preachers got it all. All we've got for our money, they've got some great big church. They robbed us blind. We made some local town rich. You're not free with your Cadillac. You're doing just exactly what the man wants you to do. Buy his goods, so you'll never have any real economic freedom. You're not free. You're a slave.
You know I'm quick to...
Welcome, everybody, to Intensity Broadcasting for coverage of the DIRTKars Pro Late Model Series presented by Harpers Salvage. Tonight, these Pro Late Models will be taking on Bristol Motor Speedway dirt configuration. And this is a new track on iRacing, recently released in the new update. So we'll see. Still, for a few of these drivers, it might still be unfamiliar. But they are doing practice right now, but we'll see what happens here again at Bristol Motor Speedway Dirt. I'm going to be your announcer for tonight, Atlee Atman-Weiss. And I'm excited to see what's going to happen here. We got 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in practice, and right now, one driver who seems to be doing just fine here on Bristol Dirt is Mr. John Foskey. He's got a 16.96 as his fastest time. Behind him, got Mr. Will Witt with the 16.98. Everybody just getting used to this. As Bristol Dirt definitely is one of the more anticipated updates in iRacing history. So many people were excited for it to get added. It made for some new opportunities, like for example, we got like the Cup Cars, trucks, Xfinity, 87 cars, the ARC cars, all of those vehicles were actually getting dirt tires. So now some really, really cool vehicles are now able to race on dirt. So Bristol Motor Speedway Dirt has definitely made for some really, really cool opportunities here on iRacing. We get to see the Pro Late Models race on the track tonight. Now look at last race's result. We saw John Foskey take the win. He led 28 laps. Had a very dominant performance. Second place ended up being Will Witt. Third was John Bartlett. Fourth was Mick Olofsson. And then fifth ended up being Donnie Bartlett. Looking through some of the drivers. We're turning laps in practice right now. Got 7 total drivers in the session. Pretty solid field. Got Bartlett. And by the way, this is the second to last race in this season. And right now, the points race, we see John Bartlett currently still on the top of points with 474 points. But behind him, we've got Mick Olofsson with 436. But there's a pretty big gap, about 24 points between those two drivers. Third in points got Will Witt, Donnie Bartlett, fourth in points, and then Zach McMillan, fifth. So John Bartlett's sitting pretty comfy on the top of the point standings right now. John Bartlett, though, he does not have any wins. So that could be a problem. Mick Olofsson, he does have 1 win, and Will Witt has 2 wins. But still, John Bartlett has been a consistent top 3 finisher, and that can definitely help you in the point standings as we are now getting set for our heat race. There you see that humongous Jumbotron. I have been to Bristol Motor Speedway myself, and the Jumbotron is absolutely humongous. As we look here at our starting lineup for heat race number 1, and this looks like it'll be our only heat race. This will determine the starting lineup for the actual race, and this starting lineup is presented by Harpers Salvage. We got Will Witt starting on the pole with Mason Haney outside of him. Jacob Yeager starting 3rd. Donnie Bartlett 4th, and then we got John Bartlett rounding at your top 5. John Foskey will be starting 6th, and then Mick Olofsson starts in the field 7th. Oh, and yes, I did forget to thank our sponsor, Harpers Salvage. If you're looking for some used salvaged parts, best place to go has to be Harpers Salvage. They got an easy to use guide so you can search the exact part that you're looking for, and they should have it in stock. So again, if you're looking for some used salvage parts, check out Harpers Salvage. I've actually put the link to their website in the description. Make sure to check them out. And also, do want to also thank Falcon Graphics for sponsoring the series as well. So we're going to take one more lap around Bristol before we go green. I mean, it's so weird seeing Bristol like this. I'm so used to the asphalt Bristol. But I think it'll be good for the track. I'm sure they're gonna get a sellout crowd. I mean, who? I mean, it's a never before seen thing since 1984 that we see NASCAR Cup cars on dirt. But there goes the pace truck on the pit road, and green flag is out here for our 8-lap heat race here at Bristol Motor Speedway Dirt. And already getting clear of everyone is Will Witt. Jacob Yeager falls into 3rd. Mason Haney falls in. Jacob Yeager falls into 2nd. Haney 3rd. John Bartlett 4th. Ooh, looks like Mick Olofsson is catching up there to John Bartlett. Battle for 5th. Trying to reel him in side by side for 3rd. Got Mason Haney trying to get under Jacob Yeager. Ooh, Jacob Yeager is clear of Mason Haney. And trying to look down low. Mason Haney, and while they're battling, this is helping John Bartlett catch up to them as well. Yeager gets a little bit of a gap between him and Haney. John Bartlett starting to track down Mason Haney. Bartlett looks low. He'll get him in this next turn right here. Yep, new driver in 3rd place, Mr. John Bartlett. John Foskey's moved up to the 5th position. He's trying to work his way up through the field, and he did win last race. There he goes, looking under Mason Haney, who's dropped like a fly since the start. 3 to go. There you see Mick Olofsson coming into the picture as well, looking under Mason Haney as well. Both of them go by him. He's fallen 4 positions since the start. Mason Haney, again, dropping like a fly. 2 laps to go. The field is finally pretty spread out. Looks like Will Witt, he's got a 2-second lead to his name as we enter 1 lap to go. As long as he can keep it clean here in these final 2 turns, I think Will Witt is going to take the heat race win. We're side by side for 3rd. Looks like John Bartlett is going to take that 3rd spot. John Foskey starts 4th. Jacob Yeager ended up finishing 2nd. Mick Olofsson rounds out your top 5. Mason Haney finishes 6th. And Donnie Bartlett 7th. And that's going to be it for heat races. And we're going to do a 3-minute warm-up just to give everybody a little bit more time to get used to Bristol Dirt. And then we will start our feature event. But we see more warm-up gives us another opportunity to see who's fastest right now. Will Witt in the heat race had his pro late model on a rail, finished with a 2-second lead. We'll see if that means he's going to be fast here in this warm-up. John Foskey right now. There's Will Witt in that Harpers Salvage Falcons Graphics 35. And he jumps to the top of the board with a 17.48. John Foskey gets 0.3 faster than that with a 17.10. John Foskey's showing a lot of speed here in warm-up. He will be starting the race in 4th, and I think the main reason why he couldn't get up there is just because he started the race 2nd to last. So he had to make his way up through the field, and that just gave Will Witt an opportunity to just get ahead. So watch John Foskey to make his way up through 4th, up to the top. And he improves on his previous time with a 16.91. Will Witt sets a 17 flat. We only have 49 seconds left here in warm-up. Ooh, Donnie Bartlett gets hard into the wall. And oh, Mason Haney runs right into him and he goes flying in the air. That's going to damage Haney's machine tremendously. This is only practice though. It's still hard hit. Donnie Bartlett went into a place where pro late models shouldn't go, in the air. Oh! Mick Olafson goes right into the wall. Must have lost it there on entry. Right now, the track is looking pretty slick from what I've seen in the heat race and qualifying, especially on the cushion. Okay, well, let's take a look here at our starting lineup presented by Harpers Salvage. Will Witt with a successful heat race performance. He starts on the pole. Jacob Yeager starts second. John Bartlett third. John Foskey starts the race in fourth. And then we got Mr. Mick Olafson starting fifth. Outside of him, we have Mason Haney. And then Donnie Bartlett starts last but not least. So there we go. 7 drivers, only one can win. We'll see who that is. Let's actually take a look at our race info for the race. Got 83 degrees Fahrenheit, air temperature, 57% humidity, partly cloudy, and 5 miles per hour wind. The track temperature is 10 degrees cooler than the air temperature, 73 degrees Fahrenheit. And we are in Bristol, Tennessee. Here we are coming into turns 3 and 4. You're gonna see that pace truck drop off. There he goes. We're about to go green here.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag is out here at Bristol Dirt, and we're side by side for the lead. Jacob Yeager on the outside. Will Witt is able to get clear of Yeager, and we're now side by side for second. John Bartlett, Jacob Yeager. Jacob Yeager gets clear of John Bartlett. We're now side by side for third. John Foskey running on the cushion. Goes in behind John Bartlett, looking on the low side now. See Donnie Bartlett coming into the picture as well. Right on the back bumper of John Bartlett as John Foskey looks low again.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
And caution flag. Our first caution is out. We see a little incident between Mick Olafson and Mason Haney. Let's see what happens. So it looks like he got a little bit too much of a run there in the turns and just went right into Mason Haney. He's got a great run right into the rear quarter panel. Sends both of them around. Not too much damage on either of those pro late models. We're going to do some pace laps. This will just give us a little opportunity to do a flyby through the field. Get some driver information. There we go. Those are some of our driver profiles that we got. Hopefully that tells y'all a little bit of information about some of the drivers here in the DIRTKars Pro Late Model Series. And, like, lights on the pace truck, they have gone off. We are going to be going back green here. We're going to do a single file restart. Will Witt in first, Jacob Yeager in second. Here we go. Pace truck is in.
Green, green, green.
And here we go. Green flag is out here. Back out at Bristol Motor Speedway Dirt. And we're side by side for the third position, right where we left off before the caution flag came out. And again, John Foskey's looking low, trying to get under John Bartlett for third. There they go, side by side as we cross the line. And he gets clear, so a new driver in third place, John Foskey. He's now going to try to track down Jacob Yeager. Immediately getting to the point, looks low under the 19. Side by side as we go into 1 and 2 here. And he's clear. Now he's going to set his sights on the 35 of Will Witt, who's a second ahead of him. But already the gap between those two beginning to drop. We see John Bartlett looking to go under Jacob Yeager. And he's able to get clear. Oh, but Jacob Yeager fighting back on the cushion. Oh, tags the wall. That's going to lose him a ton of track position. So John Bartlett and Donnie Bartlett both go by him. We look out front. Still with a nice, comfortable 1 second lead, it's Will Witt. Will already has 2 wins this season, looking to add a third to his name. And getting a win here could definitely help his point statement. He's third in points right now. He's got to try to get by Mick Olofsson, and then he'll have to set his sights on John Bartlett, who is on top in points. There he is. He is our points leader. Donnie Bartlett in fourth. We see him. Right now the field is pretty much spread out. Except for we're side by side for fifth. Got Mason Haney, Jacob Yeager going at it. Haney looking low. Got the nose. Ooh, trading some paint there. There they go again. See Mick Olofsson also in the frame as well. And there goes Mason Haney. He is now clear of Jacob Yeager. Jacob Yeager has fallen like a rock, just like Mason Haney did in the heat race. He's fallen 4 positions. Yeager started the race in second. We'll see if he might lose another one if Mick Olofsson is able to track down the 19. Now the field is primarily spread out once again. Closest battle is with these drivers. But there's John Foskey trying to track down Will Witt, but I don't know. We still got a 1 second gap between Will Witt and John Foskey. And it doesn't seem to be decreasing too much. Gap between Haney and Yeager is spreading out, nearing a second. And then Mick Olofsson is 4 seconds behind Jacob Yeager. So all of the field, pretty much the entire field, is about 1 second or more between each other. Except for the gap between Jacob Yeager and Mason Haney, which is 0.7 seconds, but it's increasing It's hanging around 1 second. As we are nearing 10 laps to go. It was a little short sprint, 30 laps. And there we go. We look up front and we see Will Witt and John Foskey playing cat and mouse. John Foskey's trying to get up there to Will Witt. Lead is still at a second. Can he track him down before it's too late? Only 12 laps to go. Not a lot of time for John Foskey. Olofsson in last place. Up front, back to Will Witt. Now officially have 10 laps to go for John Foskey. And John Foskey's officially gotten the lead under a second. So that is progress beginning to catch up to the 35. 35 is also catching up to lap traffic. He's nearing the 75 of Mick Olofsson. Gotten the gap to 0.8 now is John Foskey. 0.7 now, 0.6. Got a fantastic run in turns 3 and 4 there. That narrowed the gap between those two to 0.6. Now 0.5 seconds. Oh, Mick Olofsson getting in the wall. They're lapping him right now. Hopefully they're able to go by him cleanly. Yes, they do. John Foskey's gotten the gap between him and Will Witt to 0.4, now 0.3. Can he do it? We see the dirt dust in the air. That's actually a new feature that was added in the most recent update. They made tire smoke and dust from the dirt much more realistic, as you can see here. Gotten it down to 0.2. As this time by, it's going to be 5 laps to go. Can he do it? He won last race. Can he get 2 in a row? He's running up there on the cushion, trying to find where is it working for him. And he's also at the same time setting up a pass, trying to figure out how is he going to get by Mr. Will Witt. And he only has 3 laps to try to do something here. Coming down here to the final stretch. 2 to go. Foskey looks low, side by side here in turn 1 and 2. Will Witt goes way up the track. And they're side by side here in 3 and 4. This time by, it's 1 lap to go, and we still haven't crowned a winner yet. Can John Foskey do it? He's right on his back bumper as we enter 3 and 4. Will Witt gets a great run in turns 3 and 4 and gets the victory. Will Witt, your winner here at Bristol Dirt. John Foskey finishes 2nd. John Bartlett gets 3rd. Donnie Bartlett crosses the line in 4th. Mason Haney 5th. Jacob Yeager, the chosen one, finishes 6th. And Mick Olofsson finishes the race in 7th. What a race here at Bristol Dirt. There you see all the top 3 lining up on the front straightaway, doing the picture. There we see it. Look at the front end of that Pro Late model. We do have all of our top 3 finishers in the booth. John, this is Atlee in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, go ahead.
So you started the race in third, and you started the race in third, and you had a pretty solid race where you were not able to catch the leaders, John Foskey and Will Witt, but still kept it clean. Just give us a little rundown of what happened here at Bristol Dirt.
There in the beginning there, I knew John was going to be fast because he's fast wherever. Every time he races here. So I just tried to hold him down there as much as I could, but I know I couldn't hold him off very long. So hats off to John and Will. They were putting up a good show there up front. I was watching the live feed there and messed up a couple times, hit the wall myself. That's why I finished 10 seconds behind there. But I got a good coach coming this week, so hopefully I got something for him next week.
Now, I do have to ask, Bristol Dirt is fairly new. How many laps had you turned before this race?
About 200 laps. I thought I had something, but yeah, it's a lot different. It is. It's slick, and then you think that the high side, because NASCAR, whatever, is the groove, but down here on the bottom, that's where you're fast at. And then you got to watch out because you flatten out and then you lose momentum. So it's just a rhythm track.
Awesome. Well, still, third place is pretty solid. Definitely will help you in your point statement as we're nearing next week is the season finale. Are you confident with your point situation?
Well, I know that you lose like your bad two or whatever. So I know it's going to change some things up. And then with me, no wins, I'm sure it's going to change around a little bit. So, like I said, I got a coach coming next week, so hopefully I got something.
Awesome. Well, any family shout-outs or sponsors you'd like to thank for before we let you
go? Thanks to my brother for letting me have the sim up here in his room here. My girlfriend, Regina. You guys for broadcasting. Mick for graphics. Falcon Graphics for putting this wrap together. John for racing pretty good there. Will, fast car, man. Good job.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on third place, and hopefully we'll see another good performance next week at the season finale at Lanier. All right, let's go ahead and pull in John Foskey, second place finisher. Hey, John, this is Atlee in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Awesome. Well, you started the race in fourth, had to make your way all the way up through the field in that heat race, and immediately you started getting positions, got by Donnie Bartlett, got by John Bartlett, and then from there you had to track down Will Witt. Took you a little while, but then in the end there, it looked like you were going to have him look low, and you pinched Will up there on the track, and it looked like you had him, but he fought his way back on the outside and ended up taking the win. But I mean, from your point of view, what happened here at Bristol?
Oh yeah, shout out to Will. He was really fast, and it took me a long time to catch him, more than I thought it was gonna take. But yeah, got caught up in that instant in the heat race, and I bent something on the right front and wouldn't turn hardly. So tried to salvage what I could, get a starting spot or good starting spot for the future, and finally got by John Bartlett there, and raced him pretty hard for a couple laps. Got by him on that restart, and tried to track down Will, and he kept leaving me. The tents kept growing, and finally the track started slicking off, and I kept running that bottom, just trying different lines, and caught him there with about 5 to go, I think. And tried to juke him out down, I think it was the back straightaway. I was pretending like I went high, but threw down low, and I guess he saw it coming and kind of broke my momentum, and we raced it out the last 2 laps, and it was really fun. That was a great race.
Now, I gotta ask, coming into this race, I know you had a strategy, and how did it change throughout this race? And I do also know that, Bristol's a newer track, so how did that play a factor as well?
Honestly, that's like my second time on this track. I know it's wide open, and I was hoping it would slick off more than it did, because then you can start making moves, and it's a multi-lane racetrack after that, after it slicks off. But all I knew was just to keep it floorboarded until it slicked off and run my line, try not to mess up, and try to catch Will. But caught him too late, and glad to see him win it, and glad to be a part of this league. All the guys in here are fun to race with, and I really enjoy it.
Now, besides this league, any other like family or shout-outs or sponsors you like to thank before we let you go?
My sponsors, Coleman & Son Painting, G&A Logging, Stream Detailing, Rocco Setups, and other than that, I think that's it.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on the second place finish, and hopefully we'll see another good performance next week at the season finale at Lanier.
Yeah, I hope so.
Go ahead and pull in race winner Will Witt. Hey, Will, this is Atlee in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Loud and clear.
Awesome. Well, you had a fantastic heat race. Looks like you had that pro late model dialed in, and then in the race you got yourself a pretty nice, comfortable lead, and it looked like the tenths were starting to grow. But then John Foskey was able to track you down, and in the end, there he tried to make a move. Looks like he faked high and then he went low, but you must have recognized that, and he tried to pinch you up there on the high side, but you made it work, and you were able to get the win. So I mean, just give us a little rundown on what all happened and what all went down here at Bristol.
Yeah, so John was faster than me most of the night. I knew with about 10 to go, I could slowly start seeing him creep back towards me once the track started to wear off. So, yeah, he caught me with about 5 to go, and I was just mirror driving as much as I could. I wasn't letting him around. He did get underneath me at one point, and I just held to the floor, and it stuck, and I was able to get back in front of him. So, I don't know. It was a fun race. I guess we made it interesting there for the broadcast.
Now, I mean, considering how fast you were, where did you find yourself running on the racetrack?
So, I mean, right on the bottom seemed to be the fast way. You lift just a little bit when you go into the corner, and then you could ride that bottom berm, all the way around and back out, and you could get a pretty good run. That seemed to be the fastest way around the track tonight.
Awesome. Well, what an awesome race. I mean, dominated, and then you were able to hold off John. So, any, shout-outs or family members or sponsors you'd like to thank before we let you go?
Well, obviously, I want to thank everybody here at DIRTKars for doing this, and you guys up in the booth for making it interesting, and also, last but not least, John for not running me over when I was blocking him there at the end. That made for a good race, so that was fun.
Well, congratulations on the first place finish, and hopefully we see another good performance at the season finale at Lanier.
Thanks. Hopefully, I'll be talking to you then.
All right, well, what an awesome race here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Dirt, one more time, congratulations to Will Witt on the awesome performance. And I want to thank everyone who watched this broadcast here on Intensity Broadcasting for watching. And if you haven't already, make sure to like, follow, and subscribe to Intensity Broadcasting on these 3 platforms, Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, as we are currently on the road to 2,000 followers on Facebook and 1,000 on YouTube and Twitch. And I think we can do that as an iRacing and racing community, so make sure to hit that follow button, and also check us out on Twitter. I'm always asking questions, and I want to hear from our audience, so make sure to check us out on there as well. So thank you everyone for watching. I'm Atlee Atman-Weeson on behalf of the whole Intensity Broadcasting team. Thank you so much for watching, and please join us next time. Over and out.